Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the NHL Flash. This is the October Awards, where we hand out honors to players and teams from around the NHL for what they may have done during the first month of NHL action. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking one of two things. What the hell is that on your face? Or two, don't cop out of Movember. You To which I can only respond, sorry. Okay, let's get right to the action. We're gonna start with the biggest letdown. Now, I don't think there's any more clear-cut number one for the biggest letdown award than the Anaheim Ducks. With so much talent on that roster, there is absolutely no excuse for this team to just forget how to score. Now, this was my pick to win the Stanley Cup at the beginning of the season, and as of right now, they're in the running to land Austin Matthews. What's up with that? Sorry. But when you've got Corey Perry, Ryan Getzlaf, and Ryan Kessler on your roster, just to name a few of the amazing players on that squad, you can't be on the lottery list. Now, I don't think the Ducks will be this bad all season long, but it has been one ice-cold start for the team down in Cali. Just one win during the first month. They've got an identical record to the Toronto Maple Leafs, who had zero expectations to start the year. Okay, now let's move on to the biggest surprise. Now, while the Montreal Canadiens did impress me to start the season with that terrific undefeated run they had, I've got to give this honor to the Arizona Coyotes. Okay, so I currently have a half-finished article on my computer about why the Arizona Coyotes and Austin Matthews are the perfect match for one another. I had to stop writing this article because the Yotes wouldn't stop winning. They've cooled off as of late, but the rookies on this team have really put on a show, and I've liked what I've seen out of the Coyotes so far. Give it a couple years, and this team is going to be deadly in the West. Now that right there is a perfect segue into our top rookie category. Everyone may have been focused on Connor McDavid and Jack Eichel to start the season, but Max Domi has really exceeded expectations. Domi has been red hot to start the season, putting together some flashy plays with his rookie counterpart, Anthony Duclair. Now, Connor McDavid has surpassed Domi in terms of points, but we have to give Domi the recognition here as the top rookie for October. Okay, let's look at the MVP of October. Who's it gonna be? Carey Price. Price is unreal once again. 2 shutouts, 7 wins, a goals against average of just above 2, and a .936 save percentage. Carey Price is outdoing his numbers from last year so far. I will give it to the Montreal Canadiens here though. Normally I'm the one who's saying, oh yeah, well it's the Carey Price show in Montreal once again, but the Habs are playing like a team. They're getting production out of a number of players, and I really like what this club has done so far. Carey Price, though, our MVP for October. Okay, let's take a look at the Austin Watch. Who's got the best chance at landing the number 1 selection in the 2016 NHL entry draft so far? Look no further than the Toronto Maple Leafs. I seriously think that the Leafs are going to be lucky to win more than 10 games this season. They just don't have the talent on that club. There was zero expectations coming into the year, and finally this team has just accepted the fact that they're going to have to rebuild to get better. This is going to be a painful season for the Leafs. It already has started to be, but hopefully it'll pay dividends for the club. While Matthews was just recently injured in the Swiss League, he's been tearing it up so far this season, and he's going to turn into a great two-way player in the NHL someday. Okay, let's flip things around here. Let's take a look at the Cup Watch. If the Stanley Cup Finals were to start tomorrow, I would say that you'd be seeing the Montreal Canadiens going up against the Dallas Stars. Now, not because they're just 1 and 2 in their conferences, but the Habs have had a great start to the year. They've got a goal differential of plus 22, while the Dallas Stars have been getting great goaltending, and they have a number of snipers on that team. It's going to be really interesting to see if the successes of these two teams continues, and I think that it will for both clubs. All right, moving on. Let's have a little fun here. Now, a couple of years ago, I had a hockey blog called The Beauty Status, where myself and a team of writers would attribute the beauty status to a player, a coach, a team, etc., someone around the league doing something awesome. I wanted to bring this back, so let's take a look at the Beauty of the Month. This one goes out to none other than the rookies of the NHL this year. There were over 10 players that fell into the first game, first goal category to start their NHL careers, which is pretty awesome. The extinction of enforcers has made the NHL a safer place for all rookies, and they're making some magic happen, and for that, we thank them. All right, now let's take a look at the Plug of the Month. So much like the Beauty of the Month, we'd give someone the plug status. someone who was just doing something stupid. Could have been a player, a coach, a team, etc. This month, that honor goes to that old snake who stole the puck from that kid in Pittsburgh. You kidding me, man? You're like, what, 70? And you're going and stealing a puck that was clearly being thrown to a 7-year-old? That hockey fan showed us that you're never too old to be a greedy. That's going to do it for the NHL Flash's October Awards. Be sure to check in at the end of November where we're going to be doing the exact same thing for this month. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tell all your hockey-obsessed friends about the NHLFlash.com, where we're always bringing you fresh hockey content. I'm Tyson Geick. Until next time.